Blue Eye Samurai is the next Arcane, and I'm not exaggerating, ever since I watched Arcane, I haven't found any animated TV series that can compare to it, but now I found it, Blue Eye Samurai. Overall, wow, it evokes the same wow factor I experienced after watching Arcane for the first time. And if you don't believe me, both Blue Eye Samurai and Arcane have a score of 9 on IMDb. So now, let me explain why this series is so good. Blue Eye Samurai is a captivating blend of Mulan and John Wick, delving into a tragic exploration of womanhood in 17th century Japan, a nation isolated from the rest of the world, created by the talented duo of Michael Green, known for Blade Runner 2049 and Logan, and newcomer Amber Noizumi. This animated tale delves into themes of revenge, femininity, and self-acceptance in a world that perpetually marginalizes its protagonist. While occasionally leaning into cliches, Blue Eye Samurai, produced by Blue Spirit in collaboration with Netflix, delivers a stellar original series that balances beauty and bloodshed. Our protagonist, Mizu, Maya Erskine, is a female samurai who has been ostracized since birth due to her mixed heritage. Born to a Japanese mother and a white man when such unions were forbidden, she spent her youth in isolation, disguising herself as a boy to avoid being forced into child prostitution. Raised by a blind blacksmith who saw her as a stranded child in need of guidance, Mizu was trained as his apprentice, concealing her true gender while mastering the art of blade making and swordplay. Her ultimate goal is to seek revenge on the 4 men responsible for her existence, as her mother's fate remains unknown. Mizu's life revolves around banishing those who condemned her to an unjust world. Although Blue Eye Samurai could have easily succumbed to tired samurai tropes, it successfully breaks free from them by drawing inspiration from the likes of Akira Kurosawa, Quentin Tarantino, and modern action films such as John Wick and Mad Max Fury Road. The series presents breathtaking fight sequences with a brutal and unpredictable ferocity, showcasing animation at its best. The narrative of Blue Eye Samurai explores themes of empowerment, consistently scrutinizing the patriarchy as female characters strive to exist in a society that forces them into roles of obedience and pleasure. Mizu, in particular, is a captivating lead character, driven by her thirst for revenge and her propensity for violence, yet harboring hidden depth beneath her exterior. Consumed by a single-minded pursuit, Mizu casts aside notions of honor and duty, potentially risking her own well-being. After enduring betrayal and being labeled a demon by those she once loved, it's difficult for her to see the world in any other way. Across its 8 episodes, Blue Eye Samurai follows these wayward souls stumbling upon a similar path. Excellent supporting characters like Ringo, Masaoka, Seki, George Taki, and Issei, Stephanie Tsu, each represent different roles in society, all of which are shackled to a duty or prejudice they have no means of escaping and must live with for better or worse. Issa is the proprietor of a famous brothel housing women with nowhere else to go, while Ringo is a chef born with no hands in search of a means to achieve greatness. Seki has watched out for Akemi her entire life, standing by her side but going against her wishes if it ensures a net of safety from outside threats, even if these decisions serve to reinforce the misogyny she is trying so desperately to escape. It's very Game of Thrones, giving every character an arc sufficient development while knowing they will all eventually collide in a tragic explosion. Abijah Fowler, Kenneth Branagh, makes for a daunting villain, a towering Irish powerhouse who resides on the 9th floor of a booby-trap-ridden castle. Having imported thousands upon thousands of guns from the Western world, he commands an army and plans to conquer the country through his own means, using Japan's rejection of modern ideas against them. He may also be Mizu's father, driving her mission of revenge forward, even if slaughtering entire armies is required in order to reach him. Strong writing plus obvious love and understanding of the time period help paint Blue Eye Samurai as an accomplished period adventure that explores its more fantastical side. Vibrant cherry blossoms and snowfall mixed with bloodhelp convey a vision of Japan that is deliberately picturesque and dreamlike, but also true to historical portrayals and aspects of the culture that dig beneath the surface. It's also layered with elements of subtle queerness throughout, ranging from an explicit yet mature exploration of sex and relationships to a protagonist who deliberately skirts her own gender binary, only ever revealing their true identity to those she trusts completely. There is a tangible transgender experience here many will see themselves in, forcibly othered within society, even if you do everything in your power to fight back against it. History is honored as much as it is questioned, critiquing these archaic beliefs of honor and masculinity, framing Mizu's journey as not just a fierce desire for revenge, but a right to exist. As Netflix continues to gut original animated projects, to see a triumph like this slip through the cracks is something of a relief. A fully formed, mature adventure filled with an ensemble cast who are equally flawed and fascinating, capable of tugging at your heartstrings as much as they are at tearing the organ from your chest in seconds. Blue Eye Samurai should not be slept on.